Hi, Panda here, and welcome to our ranking of Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. This is the final wave, and to be honest, it's a strong wave. There's loads of great tracks in here, but here's my ranking from my least favourite to my most favourite, so enjoy! Bowser's Castle 3 from the Super Nintendo is my least favourite here because I'm not so keen on the SNES layouts. Now, there's some good music in this, I do like the Bowser vibe, but my criticisms here are, it's sort of just outside, you never go inside the castle, it has too many 90-degree turns, and I just don't quite like the flow of it. There are some cool things here. I appreciate that they've done some like going up for the anti-grav sections, and there's a few like narrow sections where you can go on top and get extra speed boost, so they kind of spiced up this SNES track, but overall it's a bit whatever. It's not a particularly great track that I remember going, oh yeah, and it's as a Bowser Castle it's quite disappointing because there are some fantastic Bowser Castle tracks. Rosalina's Ice World from the Nintendo 3DS Mario Kart is an interesting track. I like the aesthetics of it. I love this icy planet, these little huts, there's loads of decorations. The music has got a good vibe to it. It was a sort of a tune that sort of stayed in my head afterwards, and I like that you can see these other planets that you can clearly remember from Super Mario Galaxy. What I'm not as keen on, there's too many cave sections and sections with corners around what I call like cliff edges, which you've probably seen in some previous tracks as well. This one's got a lot of them, and especially when in the cave, you go on a boost, you only have to misjudge one of the corners will be trying to drift boost and you're going to fall off. And overall, I'm just not as keen on the track layout design. But like I said, aesthetically, this is really nice and it's still a good track. Rome Avanti is another tour track here, with each lap being a little bit different. Now, there's some cool things in this track, like going around the Colosseum and driving through the Colosseum. It's not highly ranked along the tour tracks, in my personal opinion. It's still a good track. I enjoyed it. It's nice to go around Rome, see some of the iconic locations. It's just a bit more of a road-based track, and it's got some good music to go along with it. It has some jumps, and it has a couple of sections where, when the lap has changed, you'll be going head-on towards other vehicles, like other players. So that's a little bit different. That's in a few of the tour tracks, so it definitely has what I call the tropes of tour. And by we've got time, well, to Wave 6, we've obviously seen some of these ideas quite a few times already. Daisy Circuit from the Nintendo Wii is one I really quite like, actually. Now, I've seen a couple of reviews for this pass and seen people criticize this as a boring track. Yeah, it's simple, but there's something like sort of relaxing, laid back, especially like when you've got so far through the cup, you're like, oh, it's nice to have a bit more relaxing track, just more focused on the weapons and like drifting around corners. It's very chilled, it has a nice Mario vibe style music, and I just kind of like the setting. I like it's sort of peaceful, sort of nice seaside town vibe going on, and overall I like this, and I think this is a good combination to do with Daisy's cruiser as well, the cruise ship level, which I think you can see in the background occasionally when you're passing by. And I like this. It's got some nice things. It's got like a double roundabout, has a nice sort of like U-turn sort of drift area around a lighthouse, and overall I just kind of like the vibe it's going for. Rainbow Road from the Nintendo Wii is a fantastic track. The music is just great. You know already, yes, here comes a Rainbow Road track. There's some great boosts, there's some great tunnel sections, tunnel boost sections. There's even a tunnel that's on like a U-turn corner, and overall it's just got loads of great vibes. Yes, it has got those dangerous sections as you expect from Rainbow Road, like some tricky corners with no edges, but overall this feels like a good flow, and I don't think there's any like cheap tricks here where you're gonna like have any cheap deaths, like, oh, that corner was just really badly designed, or that's a surprise drop or something. Everything is nice and clear here, just has a really good vibe and flow, and I just enjoy it. This is probably amongst one of the better Rainbow Road tracks are, and Rainbow Road tracks, in my personal opinion, generally seem to be one of the best, if not the best tracks in a Mario Kart game. Donkey Kong Mountain from the GameCube is a very strong favourite of mine. I have personal nostalgia for this because I remember playing the GameCube game a lot. And this track I love. It blew my mind. The first time I played this track I was like, wow, I'm going up this mountain. I've been shot through a cannon to the top of a mountain and coming down. There's boulders, there's loads of crazy turns, and a wobbly bridge at the end. And overall, this has a really good flow. It's a very quick track. I didn't realize like how short it is when you're actually playing it, but it's so great, along with some awesome Donkey Kong music. And this is just a great Donkey Kong feeling level, and I love how this set a trend for these cool mountain levels where you go to the top of the mountain and you come back down, and it's great. It's hard to say any more about it. It's great. This version has some alterations, which I believe they added in the Wii version, with like what I call the half-pipe blue speed pads, where you go in the air and you can collect an item box and come back down. That doesn't really ruin the vibe. It looks a little bit odd, but that's about it. Otherwise, this is great. This level, I love this level. For nostalgic reasons, this is really strong, and a really strong level overall, and a really good, well-designed. And I kind of wish I saw more mountain levels, or more levels going down a hill, or just in a downward slope. They did add more, but this is definitely one of the strongest mountain ones there is. Madrid Drive for Mario Kart Tour is a very strong tour level. What I like about this level is that it's got some cool Spanish vibes, it's nice and colourful and bright, but also like all the extra stuff that you go through and pass. You go through a shopping mall at one point, an art gallery where there's some paintings of Petty Piranha, and the middle paint actually has a real life Petty Piranha who's like broken through the painting. That's really cool. And yeah, there's just like little details like that. Even a giant wriggler who's different on each lap. Like the first lap he's asleep, and then the second lap he's awake and moving about, and just nice little touches like that. So along with the Spanish music, the colourfulness, overall good track design, and as usual the tour tracks, each lap is a little bit different, and this is a really strong track from this wave and of the tour tracks. Piranha Plant Cove is a brand new track to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, not seen in any of the previous Mario Kart games, so you can imagine why it's at number 1. It is a very well designed track. It's nice to see when the Nintendo team make brand new tracks, because you can really see their creativity go more to the max than just rehashing old tracks or using tour tracks. This one's great. It takes some ideas from the tour tracks by having each lap a little bit different. There's sections where you're going through this temple ruin, both above the water and under the water. There's giant eels, there's swamps, there's water upstream that could lift you up, and overall it just has a good vibe and some good music to accompany it as well. And overall I feel like this is a very strong new track. I don't know if there's much else to say. You've got to really just experience it for yourself, but this is a fantastic track, and it's always nice when their new track makes it to the number 1 spot on these rankings, because that just shows, wow, they've really done something new and special. And I kind of wish we'd had a wave that was just new tracks, because when they do a new track, it's fantastic, and tracks like this make me look forward to the new Mario Kart that they'll hopefully make at some point. Will it be called Mario Kart 9? We don't know. Or will they give it an unusual subtitle? You just don't know with Nintendo. We can only hope that on the next Nintendo console we'll get a new Mario Kart and they'll bring forward some of these ideas. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has been such a fantastic game. This booster course pass being fantastic. Sure, there's some criticisms that Nintendo has let us down a little bit on the graphical side of things, where it doesn't look as good as the base game, but overall I think visually it's still quite striking and impressive. And there you go. Thank you for joining us for the final wave, Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. What a mouthful. But don't worry, we'll still have more Mario Kart content on this channel because we love Mario Kart. I've been Panda. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more content on Mario Kart and other games. So check us out there. All the links in the description below. A big shout out to our Patrons, Ko-fi donations and Twitch subscribers that help keep this channel going. Really do appreciate all the support. Doesn't matter how little or how much you can help support the channel. It helps us keep making more content, more varied content. And there you go. And I love Mario Kart. I love racing games, and especially Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's just amazing. And I really want to see more like this and more race games. Let us know in the comments, what was your favourite track from this wave? Or what's just your favourite track or favourite piece of music from Mario Kart 8 in general? Or maybe just even Mario Kart in general. Discuss like your favourite characters, maybe your favourite car setup, we'd love to hear from our community, so let us know in the comments below. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye!